Pagdating doon sa kaso ni Alice Go, ang bilis niyong nakapag-file. Ni hindi man kayo nakagawa ng ganito eh. Wala akong binabanggit dito. I don't even know, Alice Go. Sinasabi ko lang as a comparison dahil ba nanggaling yung investigation sa Senado at dito kung mga congressmen lang kami.
I do not have any authority to commit a very hard timeline to the committee.
Alam nyo, kayo yung nagpapahirap eh. You do not get it. In the case of Alice Go, even before the Senate are able to ask all the questions, meron na kayong task force. Bakit hindi nyo ginawa din dito ito? Mr. Santos, I think 3 or 4 hearings ago, when we were in the fake land reclassification issue involving Una Grande Tierra Development Corporation, may pinag-usapan po tayo rito na Una Grande was assessed regulatory fees. Kasi nga, wala na namang conversion daw ito eh. In your earlier testimony, Mr. Santos, meron pong lumitaw na amount na 5 million pesos which appeared to be the reclassification fees exacted from Una Grande. Meron pong cash na 2,500 pesos. And meron din po na cheque naman na 2.5 million pesos. A total of 5 million. Sino po ba yung kumuha mula sa Una Grande ng 2.5 million, Mr. Santos?
Binigay po sa akin ng Una Grande o Real Steel po, yung 2.5 pesos.
Subsidiary po ng Una Grande ang Real Steel. Kasi ang Real Steel, kasama po doon sa 18 pinare-reclassify ni Mayor kahit na nasa industrial zone na sila, hindi ba?
Yes, Your Honor.
So inabot po sa inyo ng Una Grande, part po yun nung pag-assess ng regulatory fees, tama po?
Yung pong sa regulatory fees po, hindi po ako masyadong familiar doon, ano? Pero yung pong 2.5 million na cash, sinabihan po ako at dineliver ko po kay Mayor June Punsalan.
So Mr. Chair, yung pong initial pala na 2.5 million pesos na ibinigay ng Una Grande, ito yung Real Steel, ay binigay mo kay Mayor Punsalan.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Para saan po yun? Para sa munisipyo po na iriresibo bilang parte po ng regulatory fees kung sakasakali pong hindi nga na-reclassify. Ganun po ba yun? O...
My understanding po, it has something to do with the business permit, no? Dahil naka-hold yung business permit.
Yun nga po, kasi kapag hindi po kayo nakapagpakita ng reclassification, dahil meron nga pong memorandum lahat po ng mga establishments, kinakailangan pumunta kayo sa opisina ng mayor, ipakita nyo to confirm that your area, yung compound ninyo, na-reclassify na. Without which, hindi pa u-issue yung business permit. So may kinalaman po yun sa pag-i-issue ng business permit.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
So, nung ibigay po ninyo yung 2.5 million kay Mayor, niresibo po ba ng treasurer yun?
Wala po, Mr. Chair, kasi diretso ko pong binigay kay ito, no? Kay Mayor June Punsalan.
Baka naman Mr. Santos, nung ibigay nyo sa kanya, bigyan na naman niya sa treasurer. Nandiyan po ba yung treasurer na San Simon?
Apo.
Mr. Chair, may I draw my question to the municipal treasurer? So, narinig mo mula kay Mr. Santos, may binigay kay Mayor na 2.5 million pesos. Yun ba ay binigay niya sa opisina mo para iresibo na yan ay tatanggapin mo bilang regulatory fee na magiging kasama sa kabambayan ng San Simon? Tinanggap mo ba yun, Mr. Treasurer?
Hindi po, wala pong binigay sa akin.
So sa makatwid, Mr. Chair, yung 2.5 million, diretso pong pumunta po sa bulsa ni Mayor sang-ayon po sa testimony ni Mr. Santos. Tama po ba yun, Mr. Santos?
Kung wala po nakarating sa kanya, then nandun po kay Mayor JP.
Pero malinaw po talagang sa kanya nyo binigay.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Meron po kayong witness nung ibigay po ninyo yung 2.5 million kay Mr. kay Mr. Mayor Punsalan.
Wala pong ibang tao, ibang witness, Mr. Chair, pero sinusumpa ko po talagang binigay ko po sa kanya, no? Witness ko po ang Panginoon.
Para ko nang nakikita, Mr. Santos, na kung halimbawa nandito si Mayor, ang sasabihin niya lang, nagsisinungaling po si Mr. Santos. So ang committee pong ito mahihirapan kung sino ang nagsasabi po ng totoo, kung si Mayor o kung kayo. Bahala na po kaming mag-judge siguro kung sino nga po ang kakatigan namin, yung salita po ninyo o ang salita ni Mayor. Tama po ba?
Tama po, pero pwede po akong dumaan sa lie detector test kung ako po ay nagsasabi ng totoo o hindi, or kung ano pa pong paraan. At kung kumidlat man po, no, kung sino nagsisinungaling, siya po ang tatamaan.
Teka muna.
Pwede po ako doon. Ano?
Wala naman si Mayor dito. Baka kami ang tamaan dito.
Definitely.
Mamaya mo na sabihin, kung darating si Mayor, siguro lumayo-layo kayo ng konti. Kunyari, bandaron, ano? Dito kami. Pero palagay ko naman, ang Panginoon Diyos naman pag nag-strike yun talagang wala siyang idadamay, So nakahanda ka halimbawa sapagkat, Mr. Chair, tama naman yun, kung wala naman talagang nakakakita, ang Panginoon Diyos lang talaga nakakakita sa kanilang dalawa. At sinasabi mo, dahil siya lang naman talaga yung witness, tamaan na ng kidlat yung nagsisinungaling, yun ang sinasabi mo.
Opo, Mr. Chair, kaya po kung magkakataon pong ganon, uupo po ako malapit po sa inyo.
Dahil, alam mong hindi ka tatamaan.
Sigurado po yun.
Okay. Mr. Chair, naalala ko po, nasaan po ba yung representative ng Sangguniang Panlalawigan?
Mr. Chair. Good morning po. Good morning po, sir. Good morning, Mr. Chair.
Attorney Canlas, nare-recall ko po na in regard to this issue, hindi pa po ninyo nare-resolve yung complaint na nakahain sa inyong opisina na may kinalaman po dito sa Una Grande. Tama po ba?
Yes, Your Honor. It's an ongoing administrative case
Ngayon po na
pending
narinig ninyo
before the Sangguniang
ngayon
Panlalawigan.
pong narinig nyo na mula na sa bibig ng isa sa mga nagsisilbi kay Mayor Punsalan in whatever capacity at tinitindigan po niya, tamaan mo ng kidlat ang tamaan, yung 2.5 million ay binigay kay Mayor. At inamin naman ng municipal treasurer na hindi naman po iniremit sa kanyang opisina. Maliwanag po ito, attorney,
Yes, Your Honor.
na isa po siguro sa pwede niyong mapagbabatayan para mapabilis naman ang pagbibigay ninyo ng resolution doon sa nakabinbin na kaso sa inyong opisina tungkol dito.
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Chair, aside from that, ako po ay nakapangalap na po ng magagamit po ninyo na katibayan patungkol dito. At ito nga po, pandagdag yung 2.5 million. Kasama na po yung pangangako siguro ng representative ng DILG, Mr. Chair. Noong pong nakaraang hearing, may pangako sa atin ng representative ng DILG na sila po ay magpapakabilis na magsampa ng kaukulang asunto sa korte. Ano po ba yung nangyari doon sa undertaking na yon, Mr. Chair, ng DILG?
DILG, the representative of DILG who was present was attorney the commitment was made by Attorney Mengito.
Your Honor, Attorney Mengito is not here, but I'm Attorney Jackie Paulina from DILG Region 3. Together with me is Attorney Rico Alday from the DILG Central Office. Your Honor, regarding the undertaking of the DILG, we have already coordinated with the Sangguniang Panlalawigan, and we are currently having a case build up, especially, Your Honor, on the possible cases to be filed before the Office of the Ombudsman, since some of the cases were already either decided by the Sangguniang Panlalawigan or ongoing to the Sangguniang Panlalawigan. That's why, Your Honor, we are exploring other grounds which were not yet covered by the Sangguniang Panlalawigan so as to not violate the rule on forum shopping, Your Honor.
Mr. Chair, may we know from the representative of the DILG, to what extent have you done this initiative in relation to the possible filing of cases or in determining whether or not these cases has progress at some point? Nasa na po tayo? Because this committee is in a position to furnish you the pieces of information or evidence you required to do just that. Kung halimbawa po kung kami lamang po, matagal na po kami nakapag-file, hinihintay lang namin kayo eh. So ilan na po, ano po bang nakuha nyo ng ebidensya? Kasi kung wala kayong ebidensya, puntahan nyo lang ako, nasa akin lahat eh.
Yes, Your Honor. We will actually, Your Honor, coordinate. So far po, sa Sangguniang po, nakuha po namin yung mga documents po as regards the 5 issues po on the House resolution, if I'm not mistaken, 1503, Your Honor. Pero we will also coordinate with the Committee on Public Accounts po. Actually, today po talaga kami makikipag-usap kay Committee Secretary para po makala po yung mga other documents since actually marami na po kaming nakuha kay Board Member Canlas during the time na nag-usap po kami. And kasi po, Your Honor, since una po, voluminous document. Second po, majority of the documents are in Kapampangan language, Your Honor. That's why po, sinasummarize po namin, especially the minutes of the meeting, para po for easy case build-up. Pero as of now po, Your Honor, sa mga nakuha po naming documents kay doon po sa Sangguniang Panlalawigan, the issue on the purchase of lot for the expansion of the municipal hall, we have already found suitable recommendation po para po sa atin pong secretary. Sa regional office level po ito. As to the alleged fraudulent reclassification, Your Honor, so we've gathered po the resolutions, yung dalawa pong resolution, and also the minutes of the meeting, which we have already evaluated, and we will draft the appropriate recommendation. Unfortunately, Your Honor, as to the San Simon Bridge project, yun po yung kailangan po sana namin ng tulong from the committee because apparently wala pong documents as regards that from the Sangguniang Panlalawigan. That's why yun po yung hihingin po din namin sa inyo, Your Honor.
With your indulgence, Honorable Marcoleta, if it will not disturb your trend of questioning. Thank you. May I ask the attorney, kailan po ninyo, may timetable po ba kayo na kailan nyo matatapos yung investigasyon, makapag-file po kayo ng appropriate charges? As stated by the Honorable Marcoleta, kung gusto po nyo ng ebidensya, pumunta lang po sa kanya at nasa kanya po yung mga ebidensya.
Your Honor, we will convene with the central office po as to the timeline. Pero rest assured po that we are doing our best po para matapos po immediately po itong case build up. But we will
Madam, pang-apat ko ng balik dito sa Kongreso. Yan ang palagi ko naririnig. And that is precisely the reason why I'm asking you for a timeline. Can you give us an estimate of when you will be able to finish your investigation and file the necessary cases?
Your Honor, as to the regional office po, we will our timeline po is to submit it next week to the central office, Your Honor. But doon po sa central office, sa filing po, yun po yung, I think our representative from central office can answer.
Yes.
Your Honor, to be honest, it will be hard to commit the timeline due to the number of the respondents involved and the amount of the documents that needs to be investigated thoroughly. And also, Your Honor, not making an excuse lang po, pero most of the documents are in local dialect. So the central office is really having a hard time in really trying to work closely with the region in order to create a coherent and effective complaint against the respondents, Your Honor.
I'll change
Uh,
my question. When would be the longest time that you will be able to present your findings?
Can we, Your Honor, give us a month?
From now?
Yes, sir.
Would that be amenable to the Honorable Marcoleta?
No, Your Honor, because number one, I do not think that you can use the proceedings in vernacular as an excuse. Hindi lamang yun eh. Ang pinag-uusapan natin is the expansion lang eh. Where you will probably dissect the proceeding in the Sangguniang Bayan which was made half Tagalog and half Kapampangan eh. Ang daming documents eh. At saka ito pong resolution nito, Mr. Chair. Apat ang subject matter nito eh. Yung tatlo rito halos completed na eh. Yung sinasabi nila na Kapampangan na yun lamang participation ni Mr. Santos in Sangguniang Bayan ng San Simon at saka yung Sangguniang Panlalawigan. Hindi naman kayo entirely dependent on those two documents. Marami po ako. Kung nakipag-coordinate lang kayo sa akin, tapos na ito eh. Kaya ko lang na-compare noon, Mr. Chair, kung maalala po ninyo. Pagdating doon sa kaso ni Alice Go, ang bilis niyong nakapag-file. Hindi man kayo nakagawa ng ganito eh. Do you think you were able to build up a case against Alice Go? Nang ganun kabilis? Nagpunta kayo kagad sa ano? At nasuspindi kagad yung mayor. Wala akong binabanggit dito. I don't even know, Alice Go. Sinasabi ko lang as a comparison dahil ba nanggaling yung investigation sa Senado? At dito kung mga congressmen lang kami. Ha? You will still require 1 month? In Alice Go's case, wala pa kayong na-build up. Dahil nga nanggaling lang sa Senado, bigla kayo kaagad nando sa ombudsman. Can you explain that?
Your Honor, respectfully speaking, Your Honor, even before the Senate hearing, the DILG has already formed a task force.
Congratulations.
investigating Bamban.
Pagdating sa amin pala, hindi nyo ginawa. Dahil Senate investigation, even before they can complete the report, if they were able to do that, meron na pala kayong task force. Pero kami, this is already the 6th hearing. You did not even bother to create any task force. Now, you see the difference?
There's no bias, Your Honor. We are just, there are different circumstances.
How can you say that there is no bias? I'm telling you there is. Pang-anim na session na po na. And I even manifested before. Ako po marami akong ebidensya. Kung inihintay nyo yung pinakahuli, hindi ganon. There are 4 or 5 subject matters involved here. Yung tatlo rito, easily you can already go to ombudsman kung gusto nyo. But you never did. Yun ang bias. So kailangan tayo mag-senador, chairman.
Ayoko.
Bago tayo pakinggan.
Ayoko.
Si Dan Fernandez siguro. Huwag ka na mag-governor, mag-senador ka na lang. Medyo, alam po nyo, nasasabi namin to kahit napabiro lang. Medyo nagsisintimiento kami. Dapat po parehas ang tingin natin. Pareho namang mayor ito eh. Di ba? Yung pong ombudsman sana, wala rito. Ganun po yung commitment din na binigay sa atin. Nakahanda po kami na ako po, with the permission of the chair of this committee and the members, meron na po akong sariling parang summary lang na consistent naman po sa findings ng committee as a whole. Kung mangangailangan lang po kayo ng tulong, sinabi ko naman sa inyo to, at least 3 na subject matter, kompleto na po sa akin. Pero kayo, naghahanap pa kayo. 1 month pa. Alam po ba ninyo, next week, yung suspension ni Mayor Ponsalan, tapos na? Tapos na po. Kaya po, Mr. Chair, yung NGCP, nagtataka ko hanggang ngayon, nasan po ba yung NGCP, Mr. Chair? Baka para naman po, malaman natin kung interesado pa sila o hindi.
Yes.
Good morning, Your Honors.
For the record, there was also a commitment of the
Yes, Your Honor.
National Grid Corporation to file a case against Mayor Punsalan.
Yes, Your Honor, and I'm here to inform the committee of the development insofar as the case filing. Your Honor, we already engaged an external counsel, and this collaboration is quite fruitful because another cause of action has been identified by our external counsel. And since this is an external counsel, Your Honor, we are awaiting board authority, Your Honor, to authorize the external counsel to litigate the case against San Simon Mayor, Your Honor.
Mr. Chair, may I know when was the first commitment made by NGCP before this committee that they will file an appropriate action against Mayor Punsalan?
From the record, Mr. Chair, it
From
was
the record, Mr. Chair, may we know?
May 14 and I think June 25.
So, between June 25, Mr. Chair, until today, mga ilang araw na po yun, Mr. Chair. With all due respect.
Comsec, please compute. Pinagko-compute
Six-
ako
6
ni
weeks.
Honorable Marcolete.
6 weeks, sir.
So, are we made to understand from the representative of NGCP that it will take you more than 1 month to prepare a complaint? Kung talaga pong gusto niyong gawin, you can do it in 1 week.
Your Honor,
With all due respect, kung gusto niyo pong gawin yon, ang linaw lamang po yun, hindi naman complicated po ito eh. Yun pong inyong aktibidad pinatigil nang walang basihan, nang walang legal basis. I think for a lawyer worth his salt, he can prepare a case in 2 days. Mr. Chair. Ganun lang kasimple, pinatigil kayo, walang basis eh. Bakit po ngayon eh sinasabi natin, you are explaining the development in engaging an external counsel. So development pa lang, Mr. Chair. Palagay ko isang buwan na naman po ang sasabihin nila. So are you interested really, madam? Kasi po magko-concentrate na lang po kami sa DILG, baka sakaling yung 1 month na sinasabi nila, 1 week. Can we do that, Mr. DILG? Wag na pong 1 month. Ito po yung mga ebidensya na sa amin.
Sir, the department will do their best efforts to immediately file the complaint, Your Honor.
We do not buy best efforts in this committee. You commit.
Your Honor, unfortunately, I do not have any authority to commit a very hard timeline to the committee. However, I can promise the committee that we will do our best effort to file the complaint as soon as possible, Your Honor.
Mr. Chair, sinasabi niya, we're imposing a very hard timeline. Are we, Mr. Chair? Are we imposing the DILG a very hard timeline?
I'm supposed to ask the questions, Your Honor. So, if you're asking for my personal opinion, we're not.
Alam niyo, kayo yung nagpapahirap eh. You do not get it. In the case of Alice Go, even before the Senate are able to ask all the questions, meron na kayong task force. Bakit hindi nyo ginawa din dito ito? So, Mr. Chair, this is a clear dereliction of duty on the part of the DILG. Kami, pantulong lang kami, di ba? You're supposed to have done your job with or without the assistance of this committee. But in this case, we're spoon-feeding you. Kasi nga nakalagay nga sa charter ninyo, hindi nyo naman matatanggal kasi until and unless you go to court. Palagi yun ang sinasabi nyo. But if you do not go to court, wala rin mangyayari kahit anong gawin namin. Gusto nyo, ang committee pa pupunta sa court? Huwag naman sanang ganun. That is not our job anymore. So we want a better answer from you. Do not say that we are imposing a hard timeline on you. Kayo po ang gumawa nun eh. We're not questioning your competence to do your job. Kaya lang, yung bias talaga nakikita namin. Can you see the difference, sir? Mr. Chair.
Mr. Chair, Parliament, just a point of inquiry, if I may, Mr. Chair.
Honorable Marcoleta,
Yeah.
with your indulgence,
One question.
you have the floor, madam.
Mr. Chair, in this case, if the DILG refuses to act on matters like this, can the committee possibly file cases of inaction against them, being public, being government officials or government employees?
I was thinking a while ago, while Honorable Marcoleta was asking the question, for the committee to give the timeline for the ILJ to file the cases. And if they will not be able to file the cases, then we will find out whether they can be cited in contempt. That was the thinking of this chair a while ago, Your Honor.
Yeah, and another follow-up question, Mr. Chair. We have been hearing earlier about NGCP, and I believe this is not the only case where NGCP has been complaining. If you remember, we had meetings in relation to a shortage in power, and NGCP has always been saying nahihirapan daw sila dun sa ibang mga lugar. A few areas where the LGU creates hurdles in terms of implementation of projects. However, we're also seeing, Mr. Chair, that NGCP is not really bent on doing their part. So maybe, Mr. Chair, this committee can also recommend to the appropriate committee the investigation on whether NGCP was able to deliver its deliverables. Kasi previously, ang sinasabi nila, nahihirapan sila, tinutulak kasi tinuturo nila yung ibang LGU. But we can also see that NGCP is actually part of the problem. So with this, Mr. Chair, in another hearing, maybe motu proprio, we can investigate the deliverables of NGCP in terms of power provision.
Yeah, I think we can do that, Your Honor. Honorable Marcoleta.
Just another manifestation, Mr. Chair, because I believe I made also a similar appeal to the Ombudsman through the representative in the earlier hearing, because one of the subject matters of this resolution is connected with an earlier resolution where the mayor as well as Mr. Santos were, I would say, exonerated by way of that resolution. And I appealed that that particular resolution should be revisited by the Ombudsman. And there was a commitment made by the representative in relation to the other facts that we have established. Because in that resolution, there were several facts that were not ventilated and they were not available at the time. And we do not blame the Ombudsman for reaching that kind of disposition. But today, considering that we have already elicited and established several facts, we believe the Ombudsman should revisit that very seriously. And also in connection with other subject matters that are part of the resolution itself, Mr. Chair. Thank you.
I think when we
Umani naman ito ng iba't ibang reaksyon mula sa ating mga netizens. Ayon kay Rodelio Jamil, ang dami palang kwarta ng gobyerno natin, milyon at milyon ang usapan tapos hirap na hirap ang ibang Pinoy. Pahayag naman ni Rudy Hernandez, kaya nga sila na lang mga nasa posisyon ang nagpapayaman, paligsahan sa pangungurakot. At ito naman ang saloobin mula sa ating kababayan na si Eugene Lobo, malamang may malaking cash kasali dyan kaya may sunduan na naman kaya usad pagong umaksyon ang DILG na yan. Mga kababayan, feel free to comment below para maglabas ng saloobin sa balitang ito.